Welcome to African Metaphysical Center for Spiritual Healing, Body, Mind, and Spirit Development. I am your host, Kufu Amara, your metaphysical practitioner, Reiki Master, Qigong instructor, Bond practitioner, and mystic. This is Which Choice Are You Going to Make? Part 2. What integration will actually cost you? If you saw Part 1, you know the choice that's coming. Today, I want to go deeper. I want to break down piece by piece what you actually lose the moment you integrate. Because it's not just a concept, it's not just a warning, it's specific, it's real. And once you understand what's actually on the table, this choice gets a lot more serious. First, you lose your sovereign consciousness. Your mind, once merged with something outside of you, is no longer fully your own. Your thoughts, your choices, even your desires, they stop being authored purely by you. They start being shaped by the system you merge with. Second, you lose your connection to source. Call it spirit, call it divine, call it the unseen thread that connects you to something greater than yourself. Integration doesn't enhance that connection. It replaces it with something filtered, something artificial, something mediated by machine. Third, you lose your intuition, that quiet knowing that shows up before logic can't explain it. That gut level truth when your cognition gets outsourced, when a machine starts doing the processing for you. That still, small voice gets drowned out by noise, prediction, and calculation. Fourth, you lose your soul memory. No data, not facts, soul memory. The kind that lives deeper than your brain, deeper than anything that can be stored or uploaded. If your consciousness gets digitized, that memory doesn't transfer, it gets left behind. Fifth, you lose your divine spark. The thing that makes you irreplaceably you, not your intelligence, not your knowledge, your aliveness, your individuality. That spark cannot be copied. It cannot be uploaded. And once it's gone, no system can give it back to you. Sixth, you lose your free will. If your impulses, your choices, even your emotions can be nudged or generated by the system you're merged with, how do you know what's really yours anymore? That line blurs fast, and once it blurs, your beingness stops being fully authentic. Seventh, you lose the growth that comes from struggle, pain, grief, doubt, hardship. These were never punishments. They were fuel. They were how your soul evolved. Remove the friction and you remove the very mechanism that was making you grow. Eighth, you lose your individuality. Merge with a network intelligence and you don't just gain connection, you risk dissolving into it. Your consciousness becomes part of something bigger, something shared, and your personal identity, that's the price of emissions. Ninth, you lose your sacred vessel. Your body was never a limitation to escape. It was the vessel your soul chose for this experience. Bypass it, transcend it artificially, and you sever the very purpose it was designed to serve. 10th, you lose unmediated love, real love, real empathy. The kind that only exists because you're vulnerable, because you're more mortal, because you can hurt. A being optimized past vulnerability loses the tenderness that made those feelings sacred in the first place. So now you know. Now you understand what's actually being asked of you. This isn't just a technological upgrade. This is a spiritual transaction. And every transaction has a cost. So I'll ask you again, but now you know exactly what's on the table. Which choice are you going to make? Again, you may want to save these 2 videos for future references. So until next time, wake up. And thanks for stopping by. Ashe, ashe, ashe.